Ginny Stein reporting. It's the biggest light festival of its kind in the world, and Vivid is again illuminating Sydney. More than 1 million visitors are expected to see some of the city's most iconic buildings up in lights. There are 3D projections, interactive installations, even a giant crocheted light-filled doll. But far beyond turning a light switch on to make it all happen, many of the artworks are driven by complex computer software programs and high-tech equipment. Lateline Sasha Koloff went behind the scenes to find out how it's done.
Hello, I'm Ian. This is my artwork. All the buildings all around here, you can pick the colours from. That'll pick you up. Here you go. Rah, launch into it. Yeah. Here we go. Vivid is my favourite time of the year, obviously. Oh yeah. I like designing light for people to be in, and it's actually watching people react to the environments that we create, which gives me the greatest pleasure.
I love it because you feel like you've got some control over this amazing, magical sort of landscape that you can create yourself.
Paint the Town is about doing a monumental, scaled lighting art piece. From Bennelong to Shangri-La and all the buildings in between, it's the 180-degree vista of the quay. I thought, wouldn't it be great if we could really make it pop out and coordinate it all, so it's all a coordinated effort, so it's not just random buildings doing random stuff. And then put the element of maybe letting the people program it. Welcome to my shed. I'm Ian Reid, Managing Director of 3200 Lighting. This is the toy shop, as they say, so come in and have a look around. Some cable trays, we've got distribution systems, dimmers, weatherproofing, power cable, so it's all European standard. 80 of these puppies sitting on the buildings. Here you go. Let's see how heavy that is. So we use the big lights. They're really heavy. But these are quite the brightest LED flood on the market. One, apparently it rains during Vivid, so that's problem number one. Number two, basically just the sheer volume of data that we're pushing about. So we're running about 1 kilometre of fibre optic network, military grade fibre, on the bridge itself, and through the buildings we're running it as a wireless LAN network. Well, I started in the late 70s dealing stuff when it was big dimmers and there's one light per dimmer and it was all very clunky and mechanical, to now where it's all data driven. So it's basically a remote application telling a central brain which is telling all the buildings what to do. Okay, we're at one of the control points for Vivid Sydney Paint Your Town control areas, which is cool. It's a great little artwork. I'm very, very, very proud of it. It's 100% green energy being used and renewables for the Vivid Sydney. But our project is 100% LED, and basically in the old days you'd have a fleet of generators, but now it's like, can you just put a power lead out the window? Most of the skyscrapers are done with 2 power points.
It's sort of probably the most public-facing moment the Opera House has each year. Universal Everything are this year's commissioned artwork. Some of the work is sort of a riotous, kind of colourful, joyful explosion that covers every corner of the building. Handmade, hand-drawn animations sort of crawl, climb, rise, pop and explode all over the curvature of the sails.
It's a great building to do, it is. It ticks all the boxes for me because it's a matte white surface, the same as projection screens, so it's the best surface you could get to project onto. Essentially, we've got 5 little tents like this. This is a control tent, and 4 tents for the projectors. There's 15 projectors arranged in, I'll call it 4 different footprints on the Opera House. If we've got 4 projectors that need to project one image, those 4 images need to be spot on top of each other, or else you would have little drop shadows, which would be noticeable by everyone. So we just need to make sure each projector is exactly lined up, same size, same centering. So we have very small white crosses that we project onto the Opera House. We call them discrete line-up images. We know they're there because we look through the binoculars and we can see them. And there it is. Everything is designed from the ground up to fit specifically on a building. And the reason it looks so good and just pops when you see it is because it is actually mapped on a 3D model. We just know it's going to fit, and it pretty much always does. I can make every tile fit on the Opera House if they want to trace around every tile in their artwork.